All right, ladies and gentlemen, 2025 is coming to an end, but B. Ellis gave us a treat, man. He gave us his updated top 20 1v1 players on the scene. And I talking with him, he said this list would be overall, not just in 2025. So this is their overall resume. So I'm excited to see my brother pull it for us, man. Without further ado, let's get straight to it, man.
Today, bro, we updating the rankings today. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Lock back in. Come on. Hit the like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. We are updating the top 20 1v1 players on YouTube. This is not a 2025 ranking. This is not a 2025 ranking. This is a...
Okay, so he said it's not a 2025 ranking. Knowing my brother, he's definitely going to have a couple controversial people in his top 5, top 6, top 7, top 8. I don't have any predictions as right now, but I think when we get to that 12, 11, 10, I'll have a pretty good idea of what that top 5 is going to look like.
All-time ranking, okay? Because my rankings for just the year of 2025 would be totally different than the rankings that I have all-time right here. So I want to make that very, very clear, and also make it very, very clear that you need 5 games to be a part of this ranking. You need 5 games to be
5 games. So then Keon wouldn't be eligible. Reese isn't eligible. Those are the guys I can only think of right now with 5 games. Yeah.
Part of this ranking. If you don't have 5 games, you're not gonna be a part of it. Merry Christmas. Hit the like button and subscribe. Love you all, and let's get to it. I'm gonna give you guys logical reasons as to why I have each person where they are placed. Number 20. We're gonna start from 20 on up. For number 20, we have Vern. I think Vern is
okay. Let me just say this too, though. Also, before we get to that, I keep pausing it. Okay. For those that have opinions on people's lists, don't get on social media, or don't, you know what I'm saying, whisper about it. Go make your own list too. Like, I think this is the beautiful thing about content creation and social media. You have the ability to make your own list as well. So I respect what BLS is doing. Like, not a lot of people are taking the time to do lists like this, though.
It's a tough call, but I do have Vern top 20 based on him having a Trey Croft win. He played Trey Croft twice. He got a win in Chapter 2, Season 1 in February, or I would say late 2024 or something like that, but it was released later. He beat Steez in Houston on OTD. He beat Scar right here, and he beat Left Hand Dom, who has been rising within the rankings. I know that Left Hand Dom game was in Ballers Life Creator All-Stars Season 2, I believe, but it still is a win over Left Hand Dom, who has been growing and has rapidly been becoming a fan favorite within the scene. He has some losses to Woog, Bird, and Pat, and he also has a win against Nash when the Street Stars are on their tour.
Well, he did lose to Pat. That was Ball's Life. I remember that. Okay.
I think based on this resume, that is a what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 and 4 record. I think Vern has earned the 20th spot in the ranking. The next person on our list is going to be Left Hand Dom. He's going to be my number 19.
Left Hand Dom.
I'm rewarding his consistency. His consistency this year and the previous year. Left Hand Dom has continuously gravitated towards the fans, and I think he has some really good wins on his resume. Pep, a Kill Car and pay-per-view, Trey Jefferson, Pat, one of the twins, Trevor Dunbar, Clamp Guy, D in Houston, Pat twice, and Jay with The Rock. He has some losses, though, Trey Croft, Scar, Vern, Ray John, and Zay. But I want to reward his consistency, and I want to reward his pay-per-view win against a Kill Car. Some people like to underrate that win. I'm going to rate it where I think I want to rate it, and I think that win gets him a number 19 spot. And I also think his record does as well. What is he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's 10-5. He's doubled his losses.
Well, damn it, B. You covering the damn... I can't even see the rest of the wins, bro.
That's what puts him slightly ahead of Vern for me. Although Vern did beat him, I do think with him beating Pat twice and the rest of the wins on his resume and doubling his wins compared to his losses, I think that a number 19 ranking is fitting for Left Hand Dom. The next one on our list is going to be Day Day. Day Day is going to be at number 18 for me in our YouTube basketball updated rankings.
How did be able to skip to my side when I skipped to my side? This nigga, man. Damn, I can't even wear my silver chains or nothing because he wearing silver chains now. I can't wear my hats like these. I got to put the hat, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
his strength of schedule alone gets him in the top 20, man. One thing about Day Day, he doesn't have any bad losses on his resume. When he loses games, it's against opponents that are
That's true.
well respected within the space. So I'm gonna show you guys his resume real quick.
Wait, he lost to Lat twice?
Horn, Akel Wynn, Terry Hosley, Twan, Pat, Burke, J. Lou, Dre, Mir, Nathan, Scar.
Wait, he lost to Lat 3 times? I'm confused here.
And then you go to his losses, it's Lat. It's Jordan Henderson, who's in the G League in Cincinnati. It's Zay twice. Ness Moon, all top 5
he
guys.
did.
Burke,
I think he played Lat in Warzone as well.
Lat, Mike Harden, Scoob, Kel, Rock. Like, Day Day is in dog fights against the top guys, right? And this game right here in particular, in my opinion, he should have won that game if he made his free throw. You know what I'm saying? So Day Day, I'm going to put some respect on his name and respect his resume. And also, I think he's hovering around 500. He's at about 14-14 or 15-14 or something like that. You guys can look at it right here and do what you guys do. But I think Day Day has earned number 18, especially based on his 2025 run before he lost to Latin Davis. Beating Hoodie Kill, beating Twine, beating Jay Horn, beating Terry Hosley. Guys like that, man, well-respected guys within the space. And also another thing that has Day Day at number 18 for me is the Twine win, because Twine, if you look up Twine's resume, he has some good wins. Cam, Jay Horn, Noah Blackwell. I know what's going on. This video was sponsored by
get your money. Get your money. Get your money.
Because he is 7-1 right now.
The fuck did I skip Trey Croft that quick? Oh damn, okay.
His one-on-one career with his signature wins, in my opinion, being Pat and Twine right now, I believe. Yes, Pat and Twine. The Nazim win in New Jersey was really good because those two guys, I'm talking about Twine and Nazim, are bigger than him. But with him having a record like that of 7-1 and the way he's been able to perform in matches where people are coming for the small guard crown, I got to give Malik a lot of credit and have him at number 6.
I mean, damn, bro, that man, Trey Croft, like, his resume isn't like, oh my gosh, strength of schedule, but like he don't lose that often. Like, yeah, look, he lost to Nesco 3 times, right? So Nesco 3 times, but like Nesco is arguably top 6, top 5, top 4 in the space. So I think the only knocks on Trey Croft's resume will be the Bino, but you can't really knock a Bino loss. That nigga's beat a lot of guys. I look, he would have Trey Croft over Malik.
16 for the time being. Malik at number 16. The next person on our list is going to be Devontae Friga.
Put some respect on Friga, man. He got a Tay win. He got a Moon win. He got, who else he got on there? He got a Nas win, Frigmas. Whether you count it or not, that's up to you guys. Of the BJ win when he stepped over him when they was in that little, that was the same time Data had got skunked by Rob. And his, like, Friga's losses, you feel me? Like, he lost to Bino, who was 6'7". Lost to Moon, beat Moon. Lost to Nas. Why does it say Nas twice? He played Nas once. Yeah, he only played Nas once. Am I tripping? He played Nas twice? I mean, 3 times? Simba, not a bad loss. Jason Rivera, he was a high school kid, bro, but he's a baller. Not a bad loss.
Still having Devontae Friga in the top 15 is because of his entire body of work. Although his 2025 wasn't as good as some people wanted it to be, or even as he wanted it to be, you still can't put past the BJ, Nas, Tay, Moon, Burke wins. You just can't overlook them. They are really, really good wins within this space. And although he has losses to Nas twice, Eli Carter, Moon, Bino, Simba, and Jason Rivera, I still think with the wins that he has in his resume that he deserves a top 15 nod. Devontae Friga at number 15. Next person on our list at number 14 is going to be Hoodie Kell. In our previous ranking, I believe I had Hoodie Kell at number 10. I think that was in August, the last time I updated the top 20 rankings.
Wait, Hoodie lost to Trevor Dunbar? KOTC.
Then okay. Kell has gone, I got to add the Mike win that he just took. So that one. So he's gone 2-2, I believe, with losses to
move myself away from this nigga, man.
And Day Day wins against Malik and Mike Harden now. And I think the way, and listen, I firmly believe Hoodie Kell is a phenomenal one-on-one player. It's just the way Keon, the Keon game went, and then losing to Day Day, I have to be logical and I have to drop him some. And I think being at number 14 is a perfect perfect dropping in my opinion. You guys gonna correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm gonna have Hoodie Kell at number 14. He was at number 10 in the previous ranking, and I seriously think the way his mentality is now, the way he said he cut out smoking, he's locked in now. He's not worried about. He's not thinking about losing in his mind anymore. That he's gonna climb back up in my ranking. So I'm gonna keep Hoodie Kell at number 14 for the time being. At number 13, we're going to have Mad Dog Bruce. Now, in our previous ranking, I believe...
We actually got to talk to Bruce behind the scenes after TNC versus DC, man. Bruce is a great guy. Like, I definitely have a lot of respect for him in the space.
Mad Dog was number 9 for me, but since then, he has taken a few L's. Let's run down his resume real quick. Isote, obviously, you got Fonby, D Bones, Colby, Chris, Walt, Simba, Smooth Joe, Bonnie, Doc, Rod, J.
I mean, but like, his loss, like, Bruce's losses are I mean, this is not even a thing necessarily, but like good losses. Isote, regardless of what C4 did to Isote in TNC03, is not a reflective of how good Isote is. Okay, we're gonna stop that. Isote twice back-to-back days, and then Greg, not a bad loss. Lamar Peters and Zay. Zay top 5, Lamar Peters top 8. I mean, Bruce's resume is fire. But now he would, I think for him, it's tough because you're not going to get many more opportunities at a lot of top 5 guys. So I think he definitely wanted to at least get a Lamar or a Zay win to help his resume for sure.
Wally, he just played Wally.
I don't think him and Nas are going to play.
Ball his life, Scotty Lewis, Kyrie Walker, Bino. He has a great win against Bino and Perk. But since I've updated the resumes, he has taken losses to Greg 103, Lamar Peters, and Zay via pay-per-view. So I had to drop him some, and I think 13 is a solid ranking for Bruce right now because with the win.
Oh, I'm tripping. I'm sorry. Nas and Freaky, they played 3 times. They split on each other's channel, and then Nas beat him in pay-per-view. Got you.
And against Wani, and Wednesday he's going to continue to build, and he's going to have another pay-per-view opportunity, I'm guessing, that he could build back up his resume and get back to where he was before at that number 9 overall ranking. But as of right now, I have Bruce at number 13. At number 12, I'm going to have Isote.
Some respect on Tay, man.
Why is Isote ahead of Bruce, etc., etc.? The reason why I have Isote ahead of Bruce is because, one, he's beaten him twice, and I believe him and Bruce have the same amount of losses this year. So if they're going to have the same amount of losses this year and Bruce didn't clearly edge him in terms of the year that he had, I'm going to give Isote the nod because head-to-head, him and Bruce, Isote has a 2-0 lead over Bruce. Now, if it was just 1-0, we could have a different conversation. But being that it is 2-0, and if we run down Isote's resume...
But Isote is a free throw away from beating Rob. He's a couple, 2 or 3 game stop. You know what I'm saying? Him and Zay, like the game stopped 2 or 3 times, like for like 5 to 10 minute spurts. He's, you know what I'm saying? Without that happening, we don't know what that Zay game looks like. We don't know. C4, I think C4 was just on one that day, bro. It was no one was beating C4 that day.
He beat Bino as well, just like Bruce did. Island Boy Q, Virgil, Mike Harden, Jason, Josh Treadwell, Owen. These are all city events. And then he also has a moon win. I'm going to keep Isote slightly above Bruce. But if Bruce next year has a phenomenal year and he edges Tay in terms of the year that he has in 2026, and it isn't as comparable, then I'm going to give Bruce the nod. But for right now, going into 2026,
you could
I'm
argue.
give Isote the number 12 ranking.
You could argue
Number
Bruce
11 on my list
sure.
is going to be BJ. The more
interesting.
C4
BJ, really? Talent-wise, yes. Resume? I don't know if BJ's resume is better than Tay's or Bruce. I think skill-wise, he's the better player. I don't know. I don't know.
dominates, the better that win is going to look for BJ. I'm telling you right now, man. So you got C4, Ray Q, Josh from New Jersey. You got a Frigga loss, Scotty Lewis, beat Scotty Lewis.
He did beat C4, they split.
And a C4L. But the thing is with BJ, man, the only reason why I have him at number 11 right now instead of inside that top 10 is because of activity. BJ kind of pops in, he plays like 1 or 2 one-on-ones a year. But what I will say, the more C4 is successful, the more BJ is going to stay right there. But He's going to have to be more active in
I agree.
2026 for me
Got
to
to be
keep
more
him there.
active.
2 to 3, 4 one-on-ones. I think that is going to either boost BJ up if he continues to win or keep him at the same spot that he's in, depending on the opponents that he plays. But I think BJ, I forget what his previous ranking was for me in the previous rankings, but I think BJ at number 11 is perfect right now based on
He's a top 10 talent.
What your guys are about to see for the next 10 guys. Starting off our top 10, we're going to have Latin Davis. And the reason why I have Latin Davis in the top 10 right now is because he is a Cam So Smooth 10-0 run away from being undefeated in pay-per-views. I think this guy is phenomenal. I think the Reese win was a good one. He beat Day twice, once in Michigan and once in pay-per-view 30-20. And he has a Keyshawn win, a Saint win, a Moo win. I know a lot of you guys are thinking, well, Lat ain't play. He's doing what I think Lat is doing exactly what he is supposed to be doing right now. Winning in dominant fashion and putting on displays that are really, really getting people to gravitate towards him. He's going to be in my top 10 right now. And like I said, he is a
I mean, you also got to talk about, too, that the 85-point performance. I know we're playing games of 20 in each segment, right? But, like, the first game he played against Keyshawn was 20-0. Yeah, I think he 20-0'd the next guy. Like, or no, the 20-0'd the guy after the next guy. It's just like if we're counting games to 11, games to 13, I think those games of 20 within that, when we went to 100, do count if you started off. Like, he started off and ran off 4 guys, I believe. And then got to the 5th. Yeah, I think he ran like 4 guys. So I think those, let me know if I'm tripping. I think those have to matter too.
So Smooth 10-0 run away from being undefeated in the 1v1 space. Latin Davis, number 10. For our number 9 spot, we have Cam So Smooth. He did drop a little bit for me after the Moon loss. But, man, he is still a phenomenal player to me. I think what he was able to do in 2025 going 2-1.
But this is the hard part, though, because Trey Croft, right? Trey Croft beat Cam pretty handily. But they both lost to Nesco. It's just Trey lost to Nesco 3 times. I think that's the only. I don't know if you can find a good enough reason to not have Trey closer to Cam. I love Cam at 9, but then I'm not mad at where Trey is at, but I think Trey can get pushed up a little bit. Cam has had a hell of a 2025. Ended it off with a loss to Moon, of course, but man, I don't know. Cam and Trey Croft to me, that's tough.
Pay-per-views keeps him inside the top 10. I do. I think him.
But that's true. Trey Croft has no pay-per-view games, but he's also overseas. I think playing like in the B League or A League, or he's right under the main league. Like, he's balling out there.
Going 2-1 in pay-per-views, having a winning record.
Or he might be in the main. I don't know, but he's definitely in a high league over where he's at right now.
Pay-per-views keeps him inside the top 10. He lost to a top 5 guy, in my opinion, in Moon. And as a result, I dropped him a little bit, but I'm not going to drop him outside of the top 10 for that. He dropped some, but I keep him inside the top 10. Cam So Smooth at number 9. Number 8 on our list is going to be Lamar Peters. All right. He has been building his one-on-one resume since losing to Uncle Scoob in the pay-per-view.
Lamar,
but
bro.
the reason why I have him right here at number 8 is that I want to see him build his resume even more. I've been hearing rumblings of a big one-on-one brewing for him, and I think that can really help him in his case in terms of resume building. But
I think he's talking about the potential Lamar versus, I don't know if the name has been out there. Comment below if you guys heard it, but we've heard Lamar versus another top 5 guy, which I think will be a good matchup.
What I will say is that pound for pound, we already know LP is one of the best players in the space on pure skill, size, speed, shot making.
I just want to drop the name and ruin it for you guys.
On with LP in terms of that, but I want to pay respect for the players ahead of him specifically, that have built their resumes over the years. I gotta be respectful of those guys as well who are skilled, can go as well. So we're gonna have Lamar Peters at 8, and once he continues to build his resume in this one-on-one space, we'll move him up or move him down depending on what happens. Lamar Peters at number 8. At number 7 on our list, we're gonna go Caleb Huffman. The reason why we're going to have Caleb Huffman slightly above Lamar Peters and at number 7 is because of the quality of his wins. Although he has a small resume, he is eligible with 5 games. His quality of wins is very good. The ISO win 30-6 was a statement. You know that and I know that. And the BJ win in pay-per-view.
The underhand predator though is crazy work. And why is my freaking camera frozen? of all times right now, you choose to be frozen right now. Of all times, right now you choose to be frozen. Of all times, like right now, currently, we in the thick of this vid, bro. Come on. Don't do that to me now. But the underhand predator,
Well,
that
so
has to be
Caleb
talked
Huffman
about.
is 2-0 in pay-per-views. And he also has a Scotty Lewis win and a Draco win. I think C4 has top 2, top 1 talent just like Lamar Peters. I do. But these two guys specifically need to build their resumes slightly even more and get more opportunities in the 1v1 space. As I said before, I'm going to continue to respect the guys that have built their resume over the years with quality wins. But C4 and Lamar.
We got Cam at 10, Mar at 9, C4 at 8. Based on what he's saying, this mother sucker's going to have Uncle Scoob outside the top 5. Inserts Nesco. Because if we're talking long-term resume, Nesco has the better resume. Just dawned on me. The year Scoob had is going to have him sitting outside the top 5 because he's going off of full resume. Oh man, that's controversial. That's my prediction.
Specifically, you better be on the lookout in 2026 for those two guys. On the BIL OTD side and on this TNC side, these two guys are two people that you better have your eyes on, man. C4 at number 7. Now, for number 5 and number 6, I'm doing those two players together because they are very, very, very two players. And C4 at number 7. Now, for number 5 and number 6, I'm doing...
Told you guys. I knew it. Having Scoob outside the top 5 is going to cause so much controversy because of the year he had. But he does have a Eugene loss this year. He does have a Nesco loss this year. But he does have the best pay-per-view showing of the year. So it's kind of tough. Nitty, Lamar, Rob. Huge wins for 2025. But he also has those 2 knocks, the Nesco and the damn oh my gosh, I'm cooked. I think was Nesco twice this year? Nesco twice this year and Eugene German? Where's Eugene at on the resume? I don't see Eugene on the resume there. Unless it's probably going. Yeah, he has hella games though. And he did lose to Kale twice. So I think overall resume it's debatable. It's just the 2025 year is gonna have everybody thinking on this year specifically, but overall resumes, Moon and Nesco might edge Scoob just a little bit, but I don't know, bro, because Scoob got the Rob victory. Like he got the victory. He got Lamar, like the victory after everything that was transpiring with the trash talk and everything. And he got another, like, the win against Frank Nitti. I don't know, man.
Those two players together because they are very, very, very close in terms of ranking. This is the closest ranking out of anybody in the group. And I'm not mad at you if you have Scoob at number 5 and Moon at 6. I'm not mad at you if you, it's just tough for me with these two guys. But in my previous ranking, I had Scoob at number 6. I had Moon at number 5. And neither one of them lost for me to lost a game where I'm like, what the hell is going on? For me to switch them or for me to move them, in my opinion. I think Uncle Scooby is the 2025 Player of the Year for the ABC crew. Moon was the runner-up, beating Eli Carter, Cam, and Nesco via pay-per-view. And Uncle Scoob has wins over Lamar Peters, Rob, and Frank Nitti. But the reason why I couldn't switch them, although some of you may have the Uncle Scoob wins being slightly more potent, is because Moon beat Nesco this year and Uncle Scoob lost to Nesco this year. That's one of the main reasons why I didn't really move it at all. And also the 2 Hoodie Kill games for Scoob, although they are old, Moon does still have 2 Hoodie Kill wins. If you go down the resume right here, you got a Cam win, ISO Tay loss, I see that as well. Him and Scoob are 1-1. Him and Frigga are 1-1. And I just think these two guys, Scoob has a Zay loss, Moon, Ness, Kel twice, D Bones, Eugene German, Terry Hosley, Jay Smooth, Rob, whatever the case may be. In my opinion, I think these two are very close in ranking. I am not angry with you if you have Scoob at 5 or Moon at 5. This one is completely preference. But for me, I couldn't change either one of them because they're both 3-0 in pay-per-views. They're both 3-0 in pay-per-views, with one guy beating Lamar and Rob and Frank Nitty, and then the other guy beating Cam So Smooth in his hometown and Nesco, and like how I can't. I just couldn't flip flop either one of them. I just kept them at the same position that they are. It's like splitting hairs. At the end of the day, I would just like to see these two check up because they're 1-1 right now, and the third game between these two guys would definitively tell you who's above who. For number 4, we still going with Nesco. Nesco remains as my number 4, man. He had a phenomenal year, only losing to Willie Moon via pay-per-view. I know him and Ty Lawson had controversial things, but I cannot definitively put Nesco below Moon or Scoob because he is up on both of them. I just can't do it. He's up 2-1 on Moon, and he's up 2-0 on Scoob. With Scoob missing a tough game when Layup, obviously, but I cannot put Ness below those two guys or below any of these guys in this list because of that. Let's just run the resume down really quickly. You got Scoob twice, Trey Croft 3 times, Moon twice, Kel, Famby, Nate, Dede, Cam, Famby again, Terry Hosley, Scar twice, Hezzy guy, Makai Richard, the 2 CB losses, which is probably his worst losses.
Yeah, those 2 CB losses do hurt. They do hurt because CB's not even in the top 20. Like, you know what I'm saying? That does hurt.
Zay lost J.O. Bird. I mean, bro, like, he's top 4. He's top 4 for me. And the reason why, obviously, the Moon pay-per-view game is extremely valuable. It's extremely valuable. But before pay-per-views were a thing, the Nesquik right here and the June's League games were treated like pay-per-views because there was no pay-per-views in existence. And even with the Uncle Scoob Nesquik game,
the S for me and BLS disagree a little bit. You can't treat it like a pay-per-view if it's free to watch. Maybe I'm tripping. Hold on, I'll shut up. Never mind.
You guys were battling, man.
I see what he's saying. He's talking about the quality of those games. Like, they treated them like they were such of high elk. Like a pay-per-view. Never mind. You're right, BLS.
Who had the game in his hands? I got to keep Nesco at number 4. Number 3 for me is Zay.
Yes.
Is Zay still being at number 3, a dominant one-on-one hooper who has only 1 loss on his resume, and that is to Rob via pay-per-view, man. I just think Zay has had a phenomenal year as well. He lost by 1 bucket or 1 point against Rob in his hometown. Other than that, this guy is unblemished. He's adding to his game. He's putting in work to get a better jumper. As you guys can see in the Bruce pay-per-view, he was phenomenal shooting threes in that game, which opened up his entire game to get downhill and finish. I just think Zay is going to continue to grow as well. He is another guy to watch for that is coming for the throne. Yeah. Zay at number 3. For my number 2, it's
this is gonna ruffle a lot of feathers, I think, for a lot of people. I don't know why I think that, but just because of the DA loss, everybody's gonna say DA didn't have no resume. You lost to DA. DA first game on the scene. You lost to DA. Like that's what probably a lot of people are saying right now, and why they're like, why isn't Zay above Rob? But like, Rob does have the win that no one has got. Nas, Scoob, Nesco. No one has got that Zay win. Nobody. Rob got it in DMV. So regardless of the DA loss, I still have Rob 2 as well.
It's gonna be Rob Cologne, man. It's Rob Cologne is still at the top of the food chain, in my opinion. With a tough loss against Darius Adams. I think he lost by 2 points, and we all know that he.
But wait, okay, I know I keep pausing. But boy. 1 free throw away. Losing to Isote. He'd been 0-2 on pay-per-view. Going into TNCO3. You know what I'm saying? He would still play Zay, so the Zay game would have counted 1-2. And then he would, if let's say the DA game went exactly the same way, which we're going to we have to call it the same way. So if Tay makes that free throw, Rob would be 0-2. He would then go and play Zay because that was already contractually agreed. He would beat Zay 1-2. Come back to TNC 0-4. Lose to DA. He'll be 1-3 on pay-per-views. At that point, Rob would have to drop almost out of the top 5. Almost. Damn near actually might have to drop. But then he would have the Zay wins. I don't know.
He should have finished that game. I still have Rob Cologne at number 2, man. And the reason why I still have Rob Cologne at number 2 is because he's done something on YouTube that nobody else has done. And that's given Zay his first loss on YouTube. We all thought for a minute that, we thought Rob... and Zay was going to be a 50-50 game when it happened, but a lot of people had Zay winning.
1 second.
And I value that a lot. Although the Darius Adams loss is a bad loss, he lost by 2 points. He gave the game away, but I think that drops Rob out of being tied for number 1. I don't think that drops Rob to number 5 or number 6 or something like that.
I will say this, though. If Moon and DA play and Moon beats DA, I don't know. I don't know, man. That number 2 spot is looking tricky.
Now that we're looking at the totality of 1v1 careers and the totality of resumes, Rob Cologne is still top 2 in this sport. He's done something that nobody else on this YouTube scene has done. That's beat Zay via pay-per-view in his hometown. And the number 1 player on YouTube right now, as we stand, is Nasir Kaur. He is back at number 1. Although I had him tied with Rob for being number 1, I'm talking about undisputed number 1 player, 1v1 on YouTube, Nasir Kaur, man. I think his 2025 was not as good in terms of the scheduling and the games that he took, although I do not discredit this game because at the time I had Devontae Freak at number 2. But his 2025 scheduling wasn't as tough as his 2024 scheduling. So I would love to see Nasir Kaur get back to it in 2026 and play some of the top guys in YouTube again, like a Zay, like a Scoob, like a LP, like a C4, like a Rob. I would love to see him get back and play some of those games again because I think some of those guys are going to be challenging the throne. I do think Uncle Scoob is worthy. He deserves aside the throne based on his pay-per-view resume and what he has been doing lately. If him and Rob could get it done somehow, Rob Cologne. The way Lamar Peters has been popping and the way he has been looking insane, Lamar Peters, Zay, rematch. I think there's a lot of games for Nasir Kaur that I think he does have to answer the call in 2026. But I think as of right now, where we're standing, there is no doubt in my mind that Nasir Kaur is the number 1 1v1 player on YouTube right now. And I want to say this as well. The only way I believe Nesco can go below Moon or Scoob is if he completely shits the bed in 2026. If those 3 guys continue to have similar years in terms of not losing, I'm probably never going to move them. They're going to be intertwined forever. I think Nesco, Moon, and Scoob are going to be intertwined forever if they continue to have similar years where they go 11-1, 9-2, and 12-0 or something like that. One of them is going to have to fall off the face of the earth for me to switch them around or definitively drop them. I just think those 3 guys had a phenomenal year. And I couldn't definitively say Scoob is better than Moon this year. Definitively say Nesco was. I couldn't. So I kept those 3 guys in the same positioning, but I think the only person that's moved in the top 5 is Rob for me, and I think Nasir Kaur is the undisputed number 1 player right now. But I do think he has to answer the call.
Nigga, you got 3 more minutes? You already said the list, nigga.
And play Uncle Scoob. I don't care how friendly and close they are. Bruce and Zay just played. I do think
I agree. I'm not going to sit here and listen to my brother for 3 more minutes. I'm going to say this, so I'm going to go ahead and interview on my end. Yeah, Nas, hey, I get it. He's on the time and I want to play a pro guy. I understand that. But like, you're going to make a pretty good, amount of money playing Uncle Scoob or Lamar Peters. Or Rob. Rob, Lamar Peters, Uncle Scoob. Eugene German. Eugene German, Uncle Scoob, Rob. Lamar. Wait, what I say? I said Eugene, Rob. Wait, gosh, damn, I'm cooked. Eugene, Rob, Uncle Scoob, LP, and Zay. Those are the 5 he should be able to pull from. Those are the 5 that the community wants to see. Especially LP. He's making t-shirts with your face on. I don't know, man. But that's why I like to see Nas play next, man. Not respectfully, not no Pat Bev. That's just me, though. Appreciate y'all. Love you. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the list, man. Shout out to BL. Shout out to my brother really taking time and really diving into the space. Like, he's a voice of the one we want to see, man. He really takes this stuff serious, man. So he's doing a freaking tremendous job, man. We out this thing.